It's another K-Town beat.
YouTube, it's your boy, Mr. Outliner. I'm back today. I got a drop fade for y'all. He don't want none cut off the top, and he don't want his beard done. The hardest part about this haircut wasn't the fade, it was the lineup. If you look at his hair, it's nothing there really to line up in the front. But we're not gonna use enhancements, but we still gonna get a real sharp lineup on them without pushing them back. That's the best part about this haircut. That's probably where you can learn some extra, like bonus, on how to do a lineup on this type of haircut, right? Also, it's kind of tricky because you want to keep the bulk on the sides kind of thick, and you just want to, you have to comb it out and things like that just to get the the look you want for the drop fade. But anyway, we start this just like we start majority of our drop fades. We just go a little bit above the ear and then curve it down, right? And you see I'm using this technique. I'm going, I'm diving right into it with the edge of my trimmer. And a lot of times people don't like to do that because it'll make a hard line. But if you use the same tool that you put it in with, you can remove that line. Now, this is not for beginners. If you're a beginner, you want to make a line like this. You want to come up. But if you're a little bit more advanced and you want a cleaner looking fade, you have to go down. So you have to learn how to remove the line with what you use to put the line in with, right? Now, after we do that, we want to take our clipper, our adjustable, have our lever open and go up just like half an inch, right? You want to kind of keep it low, still try to keep it low, but it's curving down. That's why I call it a drop fade, because it's curving down, right? It's not necessarily just super low, but it's a drop fade. It goes up and down, right? It drops down. So that's making your next guideline, right? We make our next guideline with no guard and we leave it open. Then after that, we take our trimmer and we close it and we remove the bottom line, right? We remove that bottom line out as much as possible without using the trimmer that we use to make the guideline. After that, we got our 1.5 guard and we open it. But all the while, we want to comb the hair and make sure everything is in place so when we cut it. The thing that I'm trying to avoid on this haircut is using a 1 guard. I'm trying to make this haircut as quick as possible. I will use a 1 guard for cleanup purposes, but to actually do the fade, I'm trying to not use that, and that'll help you speed up. You have to learn how to do a haircut without using every guard, right? So this is like skipping a guard, right? So we got the 1.5 open, and then we just work it down till it's closed, right? Until we have enough there to come back with our half guard and remove the rest of that line. You see how I close the lever there and I'm just cleaning up the bottom, right? And you can see the fade getting ready to start coming together already. It's already pretty much, formed. So all we have to do is clean up work from here, really, right? So next we come with our half guard, right? We'll open it up. We'll attack the bottom line, right? Just stay right there on the bottom line. We don't want to bring it up too high. We want to stay right there. And you see that, right? We getting the fade exactly where we want it, right? Use the corner of the blades Go back and forth, forward, sideways, whatever you have to do to remove that bottom line, then do that. You know, it might take you a little while, but once you get used to the movements and motions, everything becomes fluent, right? Everything becomes easy, and you start seeing it. It's like, you know, everything is coming together. So next we come back with no guard, right? And we just take the corner of our blade, open and close, or you can adjust it however you think it needs to be. You can start from the middle. You can like close the lever halfway and start trying to work the bottom line out. But you see how everything comes together, and you use your clipper here to try to remove the bottom line. If you can't, like I said in the beginning, you use the same thing that you put it in with, you can take it out with, right? Because it's close as how you made the line, so that explains why it takes it out, right? So just use the corner of the blade. Even if you're using your trimmer, use the corner of the blade too, and you can remove that line. Now the fade looks cool, but I can use my one guard and I can go in and I can touch up spots, right? And you'll see me do that after I use the trimmer to clean up the spots, to clean up that bottom line, and you still see me using the corner of the blade. We got a nice clean look right here, you see that? So yeah, and that's pretty much, you know, the steps that we'll use all the way around the head. I'm gonna show you the other side also of me fading it, and then also I'll show you the back. The steps are the exact same. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other side as well as the back. Try to remember or try not to use your one guard when doing this type of haircut. It'll save you time and it'll make it go faster, right? And on the back, just like I was trying to tell you, it's the exact same thing. We using our clipper, and we going up like half an inch, and then we use um our 1.5, and then we use our half guard, and then no guard, and then our trimmers. Okay, so now on to the lineup. Now you see this lineup, so we have to try to figure out how can we not cut down the front of his hair in order to, be able to see it. And we have to be able to find hair to comb down in order to create a line. You see, like right here where I'm at is no hair, like right there. We have to, we don't want to go deep off in there where it's dark at. It's kind of light. One side is kind of cool, one side is not. But you see me right here, I'm trying to pull some hair down so I can have something to work with, right? Even right there in that corner, you see how I brought more hair down? So that's gonna help me to not go back on his lineup, right? You have to be able to visualize where you want it to be. And I just asked him, did he want his beard done right there? And he was like, no. So it would have been nice to give y'all, the beard also. The spray that I just used is my Mr. Eyeliner Detailing Spray. It should be in stock in the next 3 days, right? Right before Christmas, I have some in stock. What it does is help me to create crispy lineups, right? It makes the scalp dry and everything. So if you need to help making crispy lineups, you can use that. Now you see how we use the side that was, the heaviest that we can make a good lineup on, and then we'll match the other side. So you see what I'm doing right here. We just go straight across, start from the middle, go straight across. You see what I'm doing? The line is sharp, it's perfect. We didn't push them back. We use what we had, right? If you take your time on the lineup, it'll come out straight, it'll come out crispy, it'll come out, all the ways you want it. You just have to take your time and practice the same steps over and over and over, right? You do the same thing. Here you just want to pull away. You see how I'm pulling towards his nose? Because I don't want to, if I go back towards his ear, it's going to push his lineup back. This is a natural lineup without any enhancements, but it's still going to be sharp, right? We still can make sharp lineups without using enhancements. Enhancements aren't everything, right? I was a barber for I've been a barber 22 years, right? I know how to do lineups before enhancements were around. So I have a certain type of advantage because we didn't have them. But you see me taking my time and I'm being intentional about where I'm placing my trimmer, where I want it to be, what I want it to do. Now you see that? You see how good that looked already? So now I want to show y'all the C cup. So we start from the bottom and then we go back to where we want to start our C cup and bring it down to the bottom, right? I'll turn the camera so you can see exactly what I'm doing. The hardest part is for me to show y'all exactly without getting in the way of the camera and making sure I'm positioned and the head is positioned so you can see it. I would like to be a little closer so you can see it, but this is what we got. But you see, I'm not pushing his lineup back. I'm just working with what's there. And the Mr. Outliner Detailing Mist helped me get that sharp look. It's crisp. You know what I'm saying? It's done. You see that? Didn't push him back. We didn't scar him up. His skin is not red. It's not irritated because I don't have my trimmers zero gap. When you have somebody of this complexion, this skin type, if your trimmers are too short, you're gonna make red marks, right? So I don't have sharp trimmers because I don't want to leave marks on people and things like that. Now you can have a sharp pair of trimmers and it's just for light touch up, like very light, just to make sure everything is good. But if you know how to, use the Mr. Outliner Detailing Mist, or if you know how to just attack a lineup, then you'll come out better. You don't necessarily need it to be super zero gap. I don't really like to have my trimmers like that. Some people can use it that way, some people can't. You have to know, how you cut and what you're doing. But you see how the hair that I combed down, I used it, I made the lineup straight. You see his lineup is straight, it's crispy, everything nice, right? Right? We got it. But that's what I wanted to show y'all on this video. How to do, a lineup of this type. Also, how to fade without using the one guard. Sometimes it's not the one guard that you're not going to use. Sometimes it's the half guard that you might not use, right? You have to figure out what type of haircut where you can skip the guard in order to still get the look, to save some time. Because if you can do, and I'm not telling you to rush haircuts, I'm just telling you, if you can do 30-minute haircuts and you can charge $50 for a haircut, then you're making $100 an hour. That means if you want to work 5 hours and make, $500, then you good. $500, you work 5 days a week, you $2,500 a week. Now, once you get your skills up, you got demand, you got the product, then yeah, you're gonna be successful and you can make that type of money easy, right? But most people do like 45 minutes to an hour haircuts. I really do like 30-minute haircuts, right? Because once you have the system down, then everything starts flowing, everything starts coming easy. So you'll become faster just off of repetition and being fluid, right? And knowing the system that you're using. But anyway, that's the video. Drop fade, clean lineup, curly top. I wish I could have did the beard. He didn't want me to do it. He got that John Legend, or I don't know what type of beard it is. It's just natural, but it's cool. It got him a cool look though, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. Until next time, love, peace, and hair grease.